Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we do random creative things to help soothe our minds. My name's Davin, and if you're new here, it's been a hot minute, but I'm trying to get my channel back on track. I did a video last week of a little bit of a studio tour, kind of showing the different art supplies I have and the different books and things like that, along with everything else that's in this room right now. And I've been motivated to start coloring again. It's been a hot minute, but I'm super ready to get back into it. So what I've done is I've compiled a couple of different pictures, and by a couple I mean 1,000, that I want to do for fall and of course Halloween. So it's just going to be a short little video showing you the different things that I'm hoping to get done, pictures that I want to color, finish up some works in progress. I don't think I'll be able to do it all, but we'll see how far my energy can take me. So very first and foremost is Mariola Budek. I love this woman's artwork. I actually ordered her one of her books off Etsy because I wanted to support her directly. And what I did is I made copies so that I would basically have the ability to color something multiple times if I wanted, try different color schemes and things like that. So I did purchase the images, but I did make copies of them so I could try a couple different ways and all that good stuff. So I hope no one has an issue with that, but she did get my money, so at least there's that. So I wanted to start with this one. Excuse me, and I do apologize if I'm clearing my throat or taking a minute to sip some tea. I'm very close to losing my voice again. But I started with this one. It was my first digital purchase from her, and I just kind of wanted to see if it would work with my printer. It's very cute, and I love it to death. I just saw the squirrel, and I fell in love, and the little ears are adorable. So I really wanted to do this one with some like fall colors and just kind of have a good time with it because I just thought it was the cutest little thing I have ever seen. This is actually the first book that I bought from her, and this is the image why I bought it. I think it was Cute Friends or something like that, and this image sold it for me. I saw this and I had to have it. So what I did was I printed this on a more toned paper. You can kind of see the difference. This one is definitely more crisp and white. This one has more of a tone to it. So I'm very curious to try and play with that and how my markers will react to something a little bit darker, how it'll change the colors, if I can get different effects. Maybe not, maybe I'm putting too much thought into it, but I just thought that that would look like a cute little old Polaroid type thing that kind of looked a little aged if I could figure out how to achieve that. So I love his little dragon. It is so cute. I saw it and I had to have it. So that's definitely what I'm going to try and work on. I also saw this one. She's not my favorite out of the book, but it's definitely a cute image, and I'm kind of torn on what to do with it. I could definitely do like a little fall color dress and make it kind of just like a cutesy little image, but I also kind of want to turn her into a dark witch. Like, I want her to have the long dark black hair. I want her to, that's my cat, excuse him. I want her to have like a more menacing look. I think it would be interesting to try to achieve that with something that's so pretty. I don't know if that's possible with her artwork, especially something like this, but I think it would be cool to start off with an image looking one way and try to transform it into another, with like a different tone, a different kind of feel to it, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with her yet, but I might try and do her as well. Alright, if I could flip the paper. And this is clearly a Halloween. You've got the little mice doing their thing. They're trying to torture the poor cat that's just perched on top of the pumpkin. And again, I used the toned paper because I thought that that might just look a little bit better with like a scene from Halloween. A little bit darker. Who knows? I may not do this one either. We'll see. But I just love the cat's expression. It's so cute. And of course I had a pumpkin, so it fits my theme. So, and this screams Halloween, right? It's your haunted house. The only thing that's kind of weird about this one that I noticed was the heart shutters. So part of me wants to make this like a play on a haunted house. Like, it's a haunted house, but like it has pink shingles and it's really bright and colorful, and the rest of everything is just like dark and creepy. So I don't know. I'm not sure on this one yet either. It's one of those things, it's a good thing that I can print it again, so I don't have that fear of, oh my god, I'm gonna mess it up and be stuck with it. Because as you guys know, I always get stuck and I never color out of my nice books because I'm scared of messing up the artwork. So this is another one I have and I might do. And this is, oh, I love this one. This one is so cute. Again, it's from the same one. It's like the Cute Friends or something to that effect. I'll link it in the description, probably directly to her art shop, and at least put the correct title for the book so you guys know what I'm talking about. This cat just has such a mischievous look. I love it. And she's wearing her little costume and her witch's hat, and it's just so cute. Oh, I love it. And I don't know why, I imagine her having red hair, and I think it's because of that Pippi Longstockings, which also I think is because of her socks. It screams Pippi Longstocking vibe to me. This is another one I picked. This one is more for fall vibes, just because I feel like I could do some colors with the grass and maybe the clothes, and because she has a cat, and I feel like coloring cats and hair, apparently. But it's a cute little girl with her cute little cat, and I figured I could make it a nice little fall image or something like that. So nothing too, you know, extravagant, but it'll be fun. It'll let me use some of my art supplies and kind of get back into it, because it's been a while since I've really felt motivated to do anything art related. And it's about time that I start again. So those are the ones that I purchased from Mariola. It's basically everything that was loose leaf. So I'm gonna move on to Pop Manga Dragons and Other Magically Mythical Creatures by Camilla. She is one of my favorite artists, but I have never colored in her books. I think I may have colored in one picture in one book, but I have them all, so it's time for me to start actually using them. So to try and stick with the theme, I picked a couple out that might work, but I have the feeling if I do them, I might actually start on a couple other pictures as well, just because I don't know how long I'll feel like doing the fall theme, so we'll see. Because there's just so many good pictures in her books that I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if I can just stick to the ones I'm picking, or if I'll even finish the ones I'm picking, so we'll have to see what the months bring. This one screamed summery to me. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. This one does scream summer to me, but I think I can also make it a little bit fall. And since we are still technically in summer, or at least it feels like we're in summer because it's like 90 degrees outside, I kind of want to give this one a try. It's also one that I feel like I won't be upset if it doesn't turn out. So I want to kind of try and start with this one and see how I feel going forward, what my confidence level is like. That's not it. Where's my other one? And then of course for Halloween I have this spread. This is such a cute little image. I love him. This I think would be a lot of fun if you did like black ink for the background, or like a really dark color ink, but I don't know how the pages would handle it. And there's a really cute picture on the back, so I don't know if that would be the best idea unless I copied it or something. Maybe just get another book, you know, give her some more of my money. But this one is definitely Halloween. I love werewolves. I really, really do. I don't know why, but I always have. So this one, I think I'm definitely going to make an effort to try to do. I don't know how yet. I don't know if it's going to be like a watercolor, an ink. I don't know if I'm just going to try and do pencils. I cannot imagine doing pencils with that fur. I don't know what I'm going to try to do, but I'm going to try and do it. So there's those pages. And these are the most, like, you know, Halloween themed that I found in this particular book. But it's filled with gorgeous images that are just calling to me, and it's going to be hard to say no. Also, I apologize for the shifting light. I don't have my lighting set up right now because I wanted to use the natural light. For, you know, the reason I chose this room was the million windows, and it keeps going in and out. So it's going to be a little weird with the lighting, and I apologize. Hopefully you can still see everything. It doesn't look too bad on my camera, so I'm just trying to kind of keep up with it. But next one is Cute and Creepy. It's also by Camilla. Who would have thought that I would bring this one out next? Tea break. Hold on. Okay. So I also marked a couple pictures from here. And this is where I started to realize that I might be getting ahead of myself because there's no way I'm going to finish everything. But, you know, having a couple whips isn't bad either. I've had a whip in progress. Whip in progress, yeah, I know that's redundant. I've had a work in progress that's a Halloween picture that I'm going to show you in this video for like 2 years. But I still love it and I'm still going to work on it. So this one I really do like. I've wanted to do this for a while now because I feel like it's just really neat. It's got such a neat idea, and she gives me such Ursula vibes. I really want to do Ursula, like Ursula colors and her little eel friends or whatever. I really want to do that for this one. And I think that watercolor would work well. I don't know what's on the back, so I wouldn't be heartbroken to lose that one. And of course, the very next page is one that I wanted to do for fall. So maybe not watercolor. Because I was thinking of doing watercolor for this page too. So who knows? Y'all, I'm a mess. This is a very cute one. I definitely can imagine doing almost like a sunflower type thing here. Just like fall colors for her skirt and her top. I think I can make it work for fall, that's for sure. And of course you've got the little wings. It's just a very adorable image. And maybe even, you know, bring it over here too. Make him a little fall dude. Make it a double page spread. But this is one I was definitely looking at. So we'll see if I get to her. I'm really leaning on this one though, just because I want to do Ursula so bad. And I've been looking at that one for a while. So I'll probably end up doing the other page and go from there. I'll say that's not the one I picked. This one is though. This is so cute. This is very clearly Halloween themed. The good thing about this book also is that you have various monsters. Like you have the mummy here and there's like several others. I didn't know if I wanted to go that literal, though I may. Honestly, where is he? Is he back here? Is this not a Vaporeon? Is this not a Vaporeon from Pokemon? I really want to do that also. But anyway, for the theme that I'm going with, I also wanted to do this guy. I think it would just be cute to do, like, I don't know. You could probably just do markers on this, honestly. But definitely some color pencils would be really good on it. Paint would look really good on this. What's the back page? It's probably something I don't want to lose, right? Oh no, I wouldn't be terribly upset. So I might even paint this one. Let's see how that looks. Oh my god, this is the one. This is why I chose this book, this image right here. I don't know how many of you know what it is, but Poltergeist was a movie that scared the crap out of me when I was a kid. Just the idea of being sucked into the TV and your house coming alive and all that stuff. So this is definitely what I'm going to be doing. 100%. This is why I chose this book. None of the other monsters, nothing like that. It was for little Carol Ann right there. So, that one is just a really good picture for Halloween. So I may pick out more. I probably won't. I've already, like I said, there's a bunch that I've already showed you that I probably won't even get to. Because I've got a couple more books over here. Excuse me. So this is Jade Summers, Cute Witches. A lot of people, you know, have probably seen this on my channel already. They've already colored it. It's not new. But I do have a couple whips in here that I definitely want to finish. This is like from forever ago. And I want to finish it using my Art and Fly markers that I started it with. Then there was the one that I just flipped to. This just screams fall. And I actually have a little character I made that reminds me of her. She's a little witch baker. So I really think I want to color this one too. If anything gets done out of this book, it's probably going to be this page. Just because it makes me think of that character that I made. Whether or not she's going to be colored the same, I don't know, but it's just, the vibes are screaming at me, so it's probably going to be done. This is the other work in progress that I never finished. This is one I actually lost interest in. I don't know if I'll ever actually go back to it, to be honest with you, just because I lost interest, and that's not a good thing, but it's true. Maybe, we'll see how I feel. All that good stuff. So we've got Jade Summer, and this is a book I don't know if I'm actually going to go into. I love this illustrator. It's Nice Little Town Halloween, and it's by Tatiana Bogema Stolova. I'm sure I wrecked her name, and I'm sorry in advance. And I love what she does, but the issue I tend to have is her images, while beautiful and really, really creative, are so busy that it breaks my brain. That's the easiest way I'm going to put it. I get kind of stressed out coloring these sometimes. It takes me a really long time, and I get really overwhelmed, especially because you have large pieces like the houses and things like that, that I just, like, I don't know what color to color these. I don't know how to make this work and look good. So I might color out of this. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Maybe 1 or 2 pictures. We'll see. So this is one. Excuse me. This is another one I'm also excited about. There's probably 2 authors, 2 illustrators I'm really excited about in this one. And the first one is the one on the very first page. She is probably one that I'm going to end up like copying the pictures, because I'm going to want to color these multiple times. I love her little cartoon style. The actual pictures themselves are so adorable. I mean, she's just having a good old time. She's just grooving, and all her stuff's grooving with her. And I don't know why, this makes me giggle. She's just doing her laundry like everybody else. There is a work in progress that I mentioned, and this is it. I have still not finished this picture. It's been like 2 years. I need to do background. I need to figure out what color I want to suit. I just need to commit and do it, because this is all Prismacolor. This is just Prismacolor pencils. They work, oh, they're butter. I love them. I just need to do it. And it was getting to the point where I was just getting overwhelmed. So it's time to return to it. It's time to finish it. I'm not even going to say that's my goal this year, because I probably won't do it. Well, let's be honest here. I probably won't do it. But this person, this is Morgan Pip. The first one was Rosary Solanamam. I don't know. It's all out of Color in Heaven's Halloween special from like 2019 or something. I don't know which issue it is. I'll try and find it. But they're really cute, and they're all wreaths, and they're really overwhelming. So I don't think I'm going to be doing any more of those. And like, this will be really fun to try. But if I tried to do this in Prismacolor pencil, my brain would break. I can tell you right now, it took me how long to try and finish one with the wreath? This would break my brain. And that's not what coloring's for. At least not on this channel. I do really like this picture though. This is by Jasmine Darnell. Something about this one speaks to me. I really like it. And I kind of want to try it, but I'm not sure which medium to go about it. I might do color pencils. I might try something different. But the pictures for this woman are beautiful. This is beautiful too, but again, it's like, it would take me forever. I could tell you right now, I would never get it done. So that's probably going to be it for this one. It's probably just a few of the cutesy ones, and maybe one of the more in-depth ones, and maybe that work in progress. Because like I said, that's like 20 pictures already. And there's this one. I might have to adjust it a little. This one's really big. Let's see if I can scoot you back. Okay. So there's a couple of images in here that I really kind of wanted to show you guys. It's the book Luminous Watercolor Coloring Book by Heikala. I'll link it in the description. It was actually a Christmas gift that I have yet to use, which is a shame because it's beautiful images and the actual paper it's on is better than anything I've ever seen in a coloring book. But she has a few really adorable ones. This is one of them. You know, she's got her hat and it's basically an old school delivery system with the birds and stuff. International, domestic. I want to do this in watercolor. I really want to try, but I'm so scared I'm going to mess it up. But the paper on this, it's hardcore. Like, I don't know if you can hear it. It's thick paper. It's very good quality. So if any of you are watercolor enthusiasts, definitely take a look at this book because I think you'll like it. Maybe I'll do a flip through. I don't know. But this is another cute one that I really liked because you've got your little school of them and they're learning about mythical creatures and things like that. So I might do this one as well. I actually have a new art supply that might work really well on this. I will probably end up doing another video on that art supply and see how well it does work and if I actually like it. But in the meantime, that's it for this book. That's it for this book that I'm going to show you at least, because I'm not going to end up doing any more out of it for September or October. That is currently all I have planned for coloring, but you guys know my brain, it tends to wander here and there. So we'll see how much we actually get done, and hopefully it's a good bit. I would like to get back into coloring. I would like to get back into coloring chats. I would like to get back into doing pretty much all the art related stuff with you guys. So be sure to leave me a note down in the comments what you plan to color, especially for Halloween, the most important holiday of the year. Let me know if you have any particular recommendations on additional Halloween themed books. I would love to take a look at them. Or even just fall themed images. I found a few on Etsy that were really cute. So let me know if there's something magnificent that I'm missing. Let me know what you'll be coloring. And like always, I will see you next week. Until then, stay safe and stay chill.